Good morning.
Good morning, Father.
Very good to be back here at St. Elizabeth Ann Seton. My name is Father Tom McCarthy. I'm an Augustinian coming to you from Chicago. I'm the vocation director for the Augustinians, and I do parish missions. So I'm very happy to be here this week. Thank you to Father Dominic for inviting me back. I was here two years ago, and look forward to being here with you again. And for those who think, oh, good, I already heard him, I don't have to come back. Well, it's a whole new retreat, so you have to find a new excuse. So I know for a fact that many of you know that there's a parish mission going on this week at St. Elizabeth Seton, and it's a Monday night at 7, Tuesday night at 7, and Wednesday night at 7, right here in church, right where you're sitting. I also know for a fact that some of you had no idea that there's a parish mission going on this week at St. Elizabeth Seton. Monday night at 7, Tuesday night at 7, and Wednesday night at 7, right here in church, right where you're sitting. And I also know for a fact that some of you could care less that there's a parish mission going on this week. Monday night at 7, Tuesday night at 7, and Wednesday night at 7, right here in church, right where you're sitting. And my job during this homily, and I'm preaching at all the masses, is to get you to the parish mission, which is Monday night at 7, Tuesday night at 7, and Wednesday night at 7, right here in church, right where you're sitting. I am so excited. Are there any Notre Dame football fans here? Be proud, be proud. Okay, I see a few of you. Very good, very good. I am not a Notre Dame football fan, but I have nothing against Notre Dame football. I actually go to games on a regular basis. I went to my first game 37 years ago, and I went to my second game 12 years ago. So I am on a 25-year rotation of going to Notre Dame football games. And you know why I went 12 years ago? Because I was invited. That's why I went. And I was invited by friends of mine that have a building named after them at Notre Dame. Did you know that when you have a building named after you at Notre Dame, you get really good football seats? I mean, we were on like the 45-yard line, about 8 rows back. We even had a back to our seat. It was really nice. It was a gorgeous September day. And we went to all the tailgates. We watched the band march around. We went to the game, watched the halftime show, which that was my thing because I was in the marching band in high school. So I really wanted to see the band. And then after the halftime show, there was a priest that was sitting with us, another friend of my friend who teaches there. And he said, does anyone want to go up to the press box? We'll go for free food. Free food? I'm there. I said, I'll go. And so I went with him, and we went up this special elevator. He had to show a pass. And when we got to the top, it was as long, this room was as the whole length of the football field. And there were food stations everywhere. So I'm loading up my 2 plates of food. Hey, God gave you 2 hands, right? So I'm loading them up, and I'm about to sit down. He said, oh, no, we're going to go down the hall. I said, I don't want to go down the hall. I want to stay right here. 1, the view is great, and 2, it's right next to the food. He said, well, we're going to go down the hall. So we go down the hall, going with my 2 plates of food, and we go into a small private booth. Same view, and you should have seen the food in there. There were 2 people in there, the past 2 presidents of Notre Dame University, Father Monk Malloy and Father Hesburgh. I'm in the President Emeritus booth with 2 plates of food. And I'm saying to myself, there's like 70,000 die-hard Notre Dame football fans who would do anything to get where I'm at. I go to a game every 25 years, and I'm sitting in the President Emeritus booth. I said, how did that happen? You know how it happened? I was invited. I was invited, and I said yes. I thought I was just going to a football game. And look at what happened. It kind of reminds me of a parish mission. I'm inviting you. And you don't know what's going to happen, but I do. And I know that the Holy Spirit is going to be powerfully present. Because when a parish like yours and people and families like you say yes to Jesus and go on a parish mission, all I'm going to say is, watch out and get ready for a wild ride. So friends, I'm here to invite you, to encourage you, and yes, to challenge you to come to the parish mission, which is Monday night at 7, Tuesday night at 7, and Wednesday night at 7, right here in church, right where you're sitting. Now, you might be sitting there saying, okay, Father Tom, if I do decide to come back Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night at 7, first of all, what's a parish mission? Secondly, what's the title? What's it about? And thirdly, how long is it going to be? Okay, those are fair questions. First of all, what is a parish mission? A parish mission is a retreat. It's a retreat that the parish goes on. But you don't have to go to the retreat house. The retreat house is coming here to you. That's me. All you have to do is show up and sit where you are sitting. That's what you have to do. What's the topic? The topic is, what does it mean to be Catholic today? And you're there, wonderful, I don't have to come. I know I'm Catholic and I know what it means. I know that. But we're going to look at our Catholic faith in a way you've never looked at it before. I like to say we're going to look at it from a different angle, okay? So on the first night, Monday night, we're going to look at the saints as our older brothers and sisters in faith. And we're going to look at saints you've heard of, and we're going to look at some saints you've never heard of. And if you've ever been accused of being a grouch or a curmudgeon, you must come. Because I'm going to tell you who your patron saint is. There is actually a patron saint for grouches and curmudgeons, okay? I don't know what this means. I'm seeing some of this right now. I don't know what that means. But Tuesday night, we're going to look at prayer. If I went around right now and said, rate your prayer life 1 to 10, my guess is most of you would give yourself a very, very poor rating. I'm going to show you how to pray always using the 5 F's of prayer. First time a teacher is going to encourage you to get 5 F's. And wait till you find out what they are. You're going to be sitting next to someone, you're going to say, did he just say what I thought he said? And the answer is going to be, yes, I did. But you got to come. That's on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we're going to look at the Catholic family. What does it mean to be a part of the Catholic family, from us to the Pope, from the Pope down to us, all of us together, okay? And it's going to have something to do with an Irish harp. But you're going to have to come and find out, is it the Irish beer named harp that you're going to drink, or is it the Irish harp that you play? Come on Wednesday and you'll find out. How long is it going to be? I have no idea. The Holy Spirit's in charge. But even I stopped the Holy Spirit by about an hour and 15 minutes. I said, okay, that's enough. Okay, so what I like to say is this. It's going to be as long as a very good short movie. That's how long it's going to be, okay? And we're going to have fun doing it, and you're going to be surprised on how we're going to do it. Now, you got to do one thing. You know what you have to do? Show up. So much in life is about showing up. Don't come back next Sunday and sit here and listen to everyone else tell you about what you missed, because they're going to say what you missed. And what a great time to go on retreat. We're at the end of, coming to the end of the liturgical year. Our readings are all about the end time. Next week is the last Sunday of the liturgical year, Christ the King. 2 weeks from today is Advent. So what a great time to go on retreat, to slow down, to step back, and to spend time with God. You will not be disappointed, I promise you. Now, each night is separate. So if you can only come one night, come one night. If you can come 2 nights, come 2 nights. If you can come 3, come 3. I'm going to come all 3, okay? But do come, because each night is separate. You won't be lost if you only come to 1 or 2, okay? You will not be lost. And so I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But you know, every one of us, you have to make a choice. See, I'm giving you an invitation, but it's not coming from me, it's coming from God. He is simply using me. So you have to RSVP to God. When you come up for Holy Communion and Jesus says, will you spend time with me this week? What are you going to tell him? Oh, I'd love to, but, I got to stay home and watch TV and eat popcorn and, okay? See, every one of us can make an excuse. I don't buy excuses. Reasons I buy. If you have a reason, that's legitimate. I had a lady, I'll never forget this for as long as I live. It was at St. Gerald's Church in Oak Lawn, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago. Their mission, by the way, was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Ours is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But theirs was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So a lady sees me after Mass, Sunday morning. She said, Father, I'm going to come tonight, but I can't come tomorrow, and I think I have a good reason. I said, okay, well, what's your reason? I'd love to hear it. Tell you what I think. She said, well, tomorrow morning at 9:30, I'm giving birth by cesarean section. Looking at her, I thought I was going to have to boil water right then and there. And I was dumbfounded. I said, that's a good reason. That's a very good reason. So I said, well, so we'll see you tonight. You're excused tomorrow, but we'll see you back on Tuesday and bring Junior with you, okay? So if you're going to give birth, you're excused, okay? So friends, I couldn't be more serious. Now, I've just invited you. Remember, I went to a football game because I was invited. Look at what happened. I'm inviting you. Wait to see what happens. First of all, they're going to feed you on Monday and Wednesday. That's good. Food is good. It's good to bribe people with food, okay? So, but I want you to invite someone. I want you to evangelize. I want you to invite someone who maybe doesn't drive at night. Maybe someone who is alone. Maybe someone, every one of us has someone in our family that's fallen away from the practice of their faith. We all do. I do. Invite them. You know what? Call them up today. Say, I know what I want for Christmas. Oh, thank you. I never know what to get you. What do you want? Let me get a pen and paper. I want you to come with me to the parish mission. That's all you want? That's all I want. Come with me and sit next to me. Do you know what? They may come. They may not come, but they may come. I'll never forget, I said that at a church, and a lady comes walking in with her 45-year-old daughter on her arm, said, Father, meet my Christmas gift. The daughter said yes, and she came back all 3 nights. So you see, friends, that's called evangelization. And all of us have it. That person you're thinking of right now might be praying at this moment, say, God, I don't think you're here. I don't think you're real. And if you are, send me a message. And that message could be you calling or texting them, inviting them to the mission. What about young people? I see children here. Should children come? Absolutely. Should teenagers come? Absolutely. Should young adults come? Yes. Middle adults, old adults. I like to say if you're breathing, you need to be here, because our Catholic faith is for everyone. And again, we're going to have a lot of fun doing it, and maybe a couple surprises. And I'm going to share a couple of stories about one of my Augustinian brothers. Okay, maybe you know him. His name is Leo. Okay, I've known him for over 35 years, so I might have a story or two. I was just with him for a month ago. So if you want to hear some Pope Leo stories that are all not public because Augustinians, he's one of us. So we'll include you in on those stories, okay? So I'm so happy to be here. In a few moments, we're going to receive Jesus in the Eucharist, the center of our Catholic faith. How good it is that we are here, friends. Don't ever give up and know you're loved. And this parish mission is going to be a graced moment in the life of this parish. For those of you who are going like this, whoo, I'm glad he's not talking to me. I'm not from this parish. Guess what? Neither am I. And I'm coming. So if you're here this morning, it's because God wanted you to hear this message, this invitation, in His name, through me, to you. He's in charge, not me. I just hope I don't get in the way. So how good it is that we're here. I went to a football game thinking I was just going to a football game. I end up in the President Emeritus booth. That's a parish mission. So friends, how good it is that we are here. Don't give up. Jesus, I'm done. Jesus, I did what you wanted me to do. I've invited them, I've encouraged them, I've challenged them. I don't know what more I can do. So guess what, friends? Jesus is going to be here. I'm going to be here. Will you be here? The choice is yours. And now let us stand and profess our most beautiful faith. I believe in one God, the Father, the Almighty, maker of